Hey guys, Erin from Backcountry Foodie, and welcome to a rainy day here in the Pacific Northwest. Many of you followed me in my journey over the last year and have heard me talk over and over again about my ultralight meal planning and making food at home. So I thought I'd talk about 3 different diets today, with 2 of those being common thru-hiker diets and then my own diet and how they differ. So one of the misconceptions is that making food at home and vacuum sealing it just takes too much space in your backpack, and that's just not the truth, because the meals in this are all vacuum sealed, and you can see that all these bags are similar. And what's interesting is that this is 3,500 calories, 5,200 calories, and my 5,000 calorie bag. So they're really quite similar. And these are all 2 pounds. Actually, this is 2 pounds, 2 pounds, 5 ounces, and my bag is actually a little heavy over my normal at 2 pounds, 6 ounces. I'd actually eaten all my really high calorie foods this season, so I had to scrape up a few extra things to do this video. So let's go through all the different diets. So this one is made up of pretty typical hiker food. For breakfast, the honey bun, 2 hot chocolate packets, granola and powdered whole milk. Then there might be a morning snack of a granola bar. And then lunch would be maybe some crackers with salami and cheese sticks, pretty standard thru-hiker diet, with some dried pineapple. And then maybe another snack in the afternoon being a Luna bar. And then the thru-hiker favorite, couscous with tuna fish, with a splash of olive oil. And for dessert, maybe a pack of cookies. So there you go, it's 3,500 calories. Oh, and there's some coffee for breakfast at 2 pounds. And then we have what another hiker I found online does for his ultralight backpacking. At 5,200 calories is granola with whole milk powder, and 2 Via coffees for breakfast. And then his lunch was an entire bag of trail mix, which is 1,250 calories in this one bag. I'm not sure that I could do that myself. And then later on in the afternoon, he has 2 snack bars at 300 or so calories apiece. And then for dinner, the thru-hiker favorite Fritos and a bag of dehydrated refried beans. It's a lot of beans. I could never have all this in my stomach at one time. It's just way too much, but that works for this guy. Some olive oil, and then another thru-hiker favorite, Snickers bars. And then there's my homemade food. Growing up in Kentucky, I love cheese grits. And then I also really love to have a warm drink in the morning. So this is my coconut ginger drink. And I typically try to have 1,000 calories per meal. So this is my breakfast. Maybe later in the morning, I'll have a couple snacks. And then another favorite that I like to do are Kind bars with peanut butter spread on top. And then for lunch, I might have, this is my tropical trail rice, which has rice, coconut milk, pineapple, bell pepper, sweet onions, mango, pecans, curry, and cilantro. It's really quite delicious. And this has 750 calories in one serving. And you do a little bit of coconut oil to add the calories to it. And then some banana chips with the lunch to have a little texture. And then maybe in the afternoon, I'll have a few more snacks, some Annie's Bunny crackers. And then for dinner, I'd have pesto ramen, or Parmesan pesto ramen, excuse me, and about 900 calories here, with a little bit of oil to add more calories. And one of my favorites is my peanut butter chocolate milkshake, which is 440 calories and 8 ounces of liquid. And then, just like this thru-hiker, I also love Snickers bars, so those are included in. And then maybe right before bed, they always recommend having a little bit of fat that'll help you keep warm at night. So there are the 3 different diets. And one of the other misconceptions is that homemade food is more expensive than buying what is thought to be inexpensive food at the grocery store. And I found that's just not true. This is $13, $15, and believe it or not, my food costs only $15. But when looking at the ounces of weight, my food is actually cheaper. This is 39 cents an ounce, 41 cents an ounce, and actually 42 cents an ounce for all the foods that you could buy at an inexpensive grocery store and you would think would be the most value. But that just turned out to not be the case. Nutrition-wise, I think you can probably guess that mine has the most nutrients in it, being homemade. This one having a little more because it's a little more variety, and this one definitely had the least amount of nutrients. The only nutrients that were met 100% were iron and sodium from the Fritos and the nuts. This one was missing quite a few nutrients, so I'd probably still recommend taking a multivitamin. And mine was only missing vitamin B12, which is consistent with my vegetarian/vegan diet, because the sources of those foods just aren't in my diet on a normal daily basis. And folate, which I could eat more avocados and some fruits and other types of foods that would help bring that up when I'm in town. And selenium, and that's actually an easy fix now that I know that it's deficient, is eating 1 Brazil nut a day, and that'll take care of that. And because this is so high in fat, people have asked me, well, you must be on a keto diet. And that's actually not the case either, because I actually eat plenty of carbs, even though this is high fat. So the recommendations for the typical diet are 45 to 65% carbohydrate, 10 to 35% protein, and 25 to 35% fat. And I could do another video on all the specifics about the nutrients and breakdown and how many grams of protein per kilogram and grams of carbs per kilogram and those sorts of things. So if you'd like to hear about that, leave something in the comment section and I will work on a future video. So this meal on the end is really quite similar to the daily recommended amounts at 35% fat, 14% protein, and 53% carbohydrate. This meal in the center is 51% fat, 11% protein, and 41% carbohydrates. And my diet is 52% fat, 10% protein, and 37% carbohydrates, which both of these being ultralight, that's pretty common because of the high fat content. So there you have it. There's a difference in a few different diets and how I think I really have done a good job of making a nutritious, high calorie, low weight diet. So be sure to sign up for my newsletter so you find out when I post the next video and for the next ultralight recipe that's for free this month. All right, take care.